Are kut sha hubik sak natanoch uwach uleu. Macha pi kech. Hun kut kuni marisach rib. Wukub kakish upi. The world remains engulfed in the constant night since its creation. A sun could shine and a moon could glow, yet a sinister force prevents them from illuminating the world. This one is Wukub Kakish, Seven Macaw. Bedecked in precious jewels and metals, Seven Macaw regards himself the light of the world, and this vain delusion keeps the sky dark. Only a champion could confront such a titan, and here the Popol Vuh introduces two, the hero twins, who will be the protagonists for this episode and the next couple. The twins' main weapon is the blowgun, and this is what they use to knock the glory out of Seven Macaw. While the parrot is nibbling on fruit upon a high branch, the twins shoot a pellet into his teeth. Wounded and enraged, Seven Macaw rips out the arm of the foremost twin, Hunahpu, before retreating home. In this spectacular sculpture, the arm remains in a jaguar mouth, extending from the bird's belly. Disguised as healers, the twins reach Seven Macaw's house and offer to remove the pain in his teeth, which are carved turquoise gemstones. In fact, they actually remove the pain by removing the teeth altogether. They also detach the silver plaque surrounding his eyes, as well as all the jewelry fueling his sense of grandeur. All that remained was a naked macaw, stripped of his past glory, reduced to a shadow of his former power. Even after the hero twins defeated Seven Macaw, they still had his family to contend with. Seven Macaw had two sons, Sipak Na, who raises mountains, and Gab Rakan, who raises them. Together they bring chaos to the earth by continually changing its surface. The story tells first of Sipak Na, whose name comes from the Gar by way of the Gulf of Mexico. Even other teams had had enough of the constant devastation. One group, the 400, tried to crush Sipak Na in a pit. But when they failed to kill him, he retaliated by finding them all in their house and crashing its roof down upon them. Upon dying, the 400 rose to the firmament and became the stars of the night sky. So the hero twins took to ending the terrain of terror. Again in disguise, they invited Sipak Na to crawl into a cave to pick out a plump, delicious crab. It was actually just a decoy they had made from a flat rock for the body and bromeliad leaves for the claws. When Sipak Na got stuck in the cave opening, it collapsed upon him. The cave entrapped him on his own back, halfway into the space. He gave one last breath, and his giant's body petrified, a new mountain joining the cavern's range. The hero twins would use the Titan's appetites against them both. Just as they had tricked Sipak Na with a fake crab, they then plotted to defeat his brother, Gab Rakan, the Earth Shaker. The hero twins smothered a raw bird in gypsum and then roasted it on a spit. When they offered it to Gab Rakan, he devoured it ravenously. The minerals that had encrusted the bird grew within Gab Rakan, fossilizing him until he could no longer move. The twins tied him and rolled him down a ravine, a menace to nature no more. As this episode closes, it invites comparison to other Native American tales of giants vanquished and petrified, melded permanently into the landscape. From the Native American view, everything in nature has its story. The photo here is of Mount Kawi in northern Guatemala, where the locals liken its shape to a stone crocodile. Stars now appear in the sky, but the sun and moon have not yet come to give their light. Nor has a new humanity been made since the age of the Wood People. It is not yet that time. Now that the story has introduced the hero twins, it will backtrack to detail their origin. Join us for the following episode to discover their infancy tales and next adventures.